Hello and welcome to the 3 on 3 Hoops Pod, the voice of 3 on 3 basketball, and where we are part of the 3 on 3 Hoops Nation, where our goal is to grow a community around the power of 3 on 3 basketball. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to break down some film. So, Coach Jay and I pulled some clips from one of his 5 on 5 games, and we're going to show you some of the common issues that players run into, and then we're going to break down some game film from one of my 3 on 3 leagues to show how 3 on 3 naturally solves a lot of those problems. So you'll see in real time how kids develop better habits in 3 on 3 that translate right back into 5 on 5. Yeah, so if you're a coach, a parent, or a player, this is the kind of episode that might change how you see player development. Because once you see the difference on film, it's kind of hard to unsee it. So, Coach Jay and I did this film breakdown session just before he had to leave and go and coach a game for his club team. They are in a tournament this weekend or the weekend that we recorded, but we were able to squeeze in a quick film session before we headed out, and this is how it went. All right, here we go. I'm ready.
All right.
So we'll start
So
right
all
here.
this is good. I just wanna point out that this was good spacing. So boom, all right, stop. So you see that guy, who is that? That is Gabe, I believe that is. He got great spacing by running away from the ball over there to the corner.
Yep.
You see we kicked it in. We got one kick, we got two kicks to him.
And
That's
then he
Michael,
also
actually.
had another option. Like if this guy came out hard, he's got options down here in the
Yep,
paint. So I like that.
exactly. He actually has two guys right there. One of them shouldn't be there, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
Mhm.
But yeah, let it go. And then you see we got us a good shot out of that. So that was great spacing right there.
Mhm.
Going away from the ball. So now we're back on defense.
All right, let's see what kind of defense you guys in. You guys in man?
We man to man.
Okay.
Last year was probably the first year I ran like 90% zone.
So I can't even. So I hate how I can't I want to go back to the pick and roll defense right there.
Well, you can do it where it goes back 10 seconds. It should
Uh,
be something on
yeah,
there.
I think that's only that's not on my computer.
Oh, it might only be on the phone. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
So
So yeah,
I'm
it's a
gonna
good pick
look
and roll
closely
defense.
at the pick and roll defense. So even like this is something that you see in 3 on 3 a lot. So even you can see here, even like
This
the
is bad spacing, by the way, on the
exactly,
offensive.
exactly. I was gonna just point that out, but you can see here,
Oh,
like
my
you can
bad.
take these three guys right here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but
Yeah, I see it.
these three guys right here. I mean, that's every basketball set you run, you can break down in threes, right? So you can even take
Mm-hmm.
these threes right here. So whether you work on offense and defense, but let's see. So this is where this guy right here, he's got to be the one to talk, call out
Yep.
the screen. So
Because
it's
the
very
screener was his
important.
guy.
It's very important that you guys are all on the same page as far as how you're going to work the screen. Is he going to just fight through, or are you going to switch? You obviously tried to fight through that screen. The problem
Mm-hmm.
is he wasn't as aggressive as he should have been.
Yep.
Once I see that as a player, I would, if you're going to fight through the screen, I would be aggressive coming off of that screen.
Exactly.
He did
He
not.
should, he
So
should be going more. He should be going more downhill. That ball handler.
exactly, yeah. So he's
He should
allowing
be
the
attacking.
defender. He's allowing the defender to
Yep.
catch up here. So
Mm-hmm.
what he's doing right now, I probably got on him as coach, but
Yeah. Still terrible spacing. Terrible spacing. We did give up a shot though, wide open. That's Davis. He gave up that.
hey, don't call
So
him
now
out,
let's
coach.
go. I mean, hey, I gotta
Don't
call it.
call him
Here
out
it
to a
is what it
national
is, man.
audience. People are watching
Tell
this
nobody. Let
overseas.
nobody. Okay, here's us. Screen. Turnover.
You did say it's gonna be a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So they're doing a pick and roll offense.
Lost. See the same guy.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Same guy. Let his guy come up with an open shot. Good rebound. We're running. This foul.
Now you have a game. Is this the team? And you have a game. You're leaving in how much? You're leaving like 10 minutes or something like that. Is this the same team that you have a game with today?
Oh no.
Okay,
These are high school kids. My team that we're coaching are junior high school.
got you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
these guys are all varsity basketball players now. This was 2 seasons ago. The first game of the season, 2 seasons ago.
okay, we're gonna look at maybe one or two plays here
All right,
because
stop.
I do. I like
Rewind
that.
it.
I saw
Yeah,
that. Let's see
exactly. That's
here.
why I already saw it coming. Okay. Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
So now,
All right,
is
so that's
this
perfect. This is
is it
perfect balance.
is
Perfect
this
balance.
a set play that you're calling here, or is this
No, no,
freestyle
this
freelance?
wasn't this wasn't a set play. This
Okay.
wasn't a set play. If I can guess what we were supposed to be doing, that guy, I don't know who that is, but the guy at the high post, he probably was supposed to come set a screen.
Mhm.
However, how I coach it is that point guard, if you see he has open space right there, get it to him, which he did. So play it and then
Mhm.
pause it.
So I like that also because I tell my guys too, whatever play is called, if you can get the ball in this area right here,
Hmm.
that is, I call it the heart of the defense. So if you can
Yep.
get anywhere in the heart of the defense, you can really break down the defense because the
Yeah, you got
defense
plays multiple sides.
exactly, this defense should not allow this guy to get the ball.
Hmm.
So I mean, the things I would change here is like just make sure this guy's always calling for the ball. I would always have his hands up, like, "Hey, give me the ball, give me the," like really
And
make.
that's why I said he was probably supposed to set a screen and he
Mhm.
just had a brain fart
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So you're right. And then as I could see, that entry pass could have been a little bit better.
Well, I don't blame the entry pass because my man didn't give him a target. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I would put that more on the big guy. I would tell him to give him a target way up, way up above your head. So anyway, you got it there.
you
That's the
got
point, and I
entry
love that
pass, and
cut.
then yeah, that was an excellent cut. Yeah, let it play through. You can let it play through. Only thing is we missed the layup. We do a lot of that too. So failed opportunity there, but luckily Brendan, he reset. He got to the open spot, which is the wing, and it looks like he's about to fire up a shot. Like he did. Boom. He airballed. Normally that's his shot, but
Hmm.
so that was a waste of possession right there. We had great ball movement, great backdoor cut, missed the layup, got the offensive rebound, airballed the three. So that was a F possession.
Dang, coach with the F possession.
It was an F possession. We had two opportunities and we blew it. A wide open layup and a wide open jump shot. I don't know what just happened.
I don't know.
Foul maybe. So Highland Prep, they, from what I see, have terrible spacing. So they obviously don't do any
So
three
I'm
on three
just gonna
stuff.
fast forward a little bit. So 'cause I want to look at one more thing
And
with
my
you.
guys, on the other hand, not to pat give us a pat on the back. We have good spacing. We just aren't capitalizing on open shots. So
And how do you capitalize on open shots?
yeah,
You keep shooting, right?
you gotta shoot. Yeah, you
And
gotta
how do you
shoot.
get more shots in practice? That's why we really like, we stress on 3-on-3 because it
Uh-huh.
gives you so many opportunities to shoot and shoot. Like coach is saying right here, like reps is the key. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to shoot in game situations.
Yep,
And nothing does
exactly.
that better than 3-on-3.
So they're
So,
playing zone. We got our spacing. Spacing.
ooh,
I don't have a problem with. That was a bad entry pass.
yeah, this at this age level, I don't, cross court passes from wing to wing is fine, but
And also, coach, rewind that like 10 seconds. Let me see. I also want to show you something not good. A little bit more. That corner guy should have stayed there. By him coming down like that, he brought his defender there, which probably messed up that entry pass. So if you see that guy at the top corner, watch him. The guy on
mhm,
our team, he
yeah.
should just stay there or just fade back a little bit deeper in that corner. But what he did, he came down to the low post, which messed it up. He messed up spacing with that. Boom. He probably should have stayed where he was at.
I saw that. It was a good idea, but
It was a good. I mean, it was a good. It
execution.
wasn't a terrible idea, but I kind of feel like he should have stayed there
Yeah.
another second or so.
This is a lot of know your personnel type stuff.
Yeah. Hmm.
Maybe, better pass.
So that's us on defense. That's
Make a nice
my boy
shot.
again that I called out. That's his third shot that he gave up. Two makes, one miss. So now we're coming
All right,
back
let's
on
push it. Let's
offense.
push it. Let's push it. Let's push it.
Yep. I should have handed that off, but
So
I
again,
don't.
here's a good example right here. Like again, offense set up in threes, so you can like
Mhm.
run a lot of 3-on-3 stuff, repetition stuff to get used to what should have been a handoff. You know how to play that
Yep.
situation out. So that's good right here. I don't like the spacing here, but
That's terrible spacing. I don't know
yeah.
who that is, but he doesn't know what he's doing. Bad pass. Luckily, we got that.
So again, this is where on especially like 3-on-3 practice, you can focus on this guy because I'm watching this
Yep.
guy. He's not
He
giving
should
any
have
kind
had
of
the ball
target.
2 seconds ago.
No indication that he wants the ball. His hands are down.
Yep.
He's kind of just standing there. Like
Uh-huh. And then my boy right there, 4, he's just moving all over the floor without intent. Like he doesn't even know where he's going. He's
All
moving,
right.
which is a great thing, but he's just not getting into the right spot.
All right,
So
before so we got a little bit of that. Before you go, I do want to do let's do some 3-on-3 breakdown because I have a film ready for you here.
okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right, how long you got? You got 5 minutes,
Yeah, we
right?
good.
All
Yeah, we
right.
good.
Can you see what I'm saying?
I still got the heritage tape up, so you might have to
Oh,
exit.
that's right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You see that?
nice. Yep.
All right. So this is just a quick game. This is my high school kids. I think this is in our second season, but you can just see now.
Okay.
I'll point this out that one only. Let's why not take that shot? Actually,
I like the movement. That was great
let me
movement.
start over. So there's only two of these guys I think play for their school team, and one of them actually
Okay.
doesn't play a lot. So this tall guy right here, I think he's the only one who really plays. This is a high school. This is ninth and tenth grade, my ninth and tenth grade level.
Okay.
Um,
Do any of these kids play for you, or they just signed up for the
no,
league?
so these this big kid right here, he played for his school. There and
Okay.
and here's the thing, none of these guys know each other. I think
Yeah.
yeah, except for this guy right here, in the paint. He knows this guy right here.
Okay.
And they go to the same school, but they don't play on the school team. So, this is they don't get to decide to take the shot or not. So,
Yeah.
but this is where you kind of try it. This big, the big guy, he doesn't shoot a lot of threes, but 3-on-3 kind of gives you a chance to, test out your range a little bit, you
Yeah.
know.
I
But
mean,
again,
I'm seeing good spacing. It's good spacing
yeah, and
by
this
both
is
teams.
and this is natural spacing. And like I said, none of these guys know each other. None of the teammates
Yeah.
know each other.
But you
Um,
can tell they know how to play basketball though.
yeah, they create their own spacing. Nice kick out. Make that.
Boom. That was a great kick out though.
Yeah, but
Good
this is the
shot.
kind
Good
of things
spacing.
that kind of gives you confidence. There were kids love threes, by the way. But if you did have
I hate it.
kids, if you did have kids that actually, like played, there's a lot of teachable moments, and that's actually something I'm thinking about doing to include it in a package, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Do like film, give an option for like film breakdown. If I get more coaches, we'll do film breakdown of for you. Like we can do it over Zoom or something like that.
I actually want to talk. We'll talk offline about that
Okay.
because I
So I
already
like this.
started
This is
jotting some
this is a
ideas down.
perfect example. This is like one of my favorite plays here. Again, these kids don't know each other. This
Yeah.
kid, the kid that caught the ball, he plays for a school team, so he's a little bit more aware. But just a natural cut that happens because of
Yep.
you know.
I love that. I love backdoor cuts, man, where I used to make my living.
And you notice something, specialized kids. A lot of these kids are. What happens after the pass? They don't just stand there. They create space. They move. I love that cut right there.
Yep. That was a great cut.
Yeah. So again, natural
Yeah,
stuff.
this whole game is good flow. Just these 2 minutes of gameplay, the
Hmm.
flow's been good.
Hmm.
Flow's been good. Spacing's been good.
And just imagine if these kids actually knew each other, there'd be more talking. Like again, these kids never played with each other before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is just
and you
natural.
can tell. I haven't seen anybody even look at
Yeah.
anybody else.
They're not talking to each other. They're,
Yep.
trying to get their shots up. Let me see here. Sorry, I had someone talking in my ear. But yeah, so just a quick showing of what 3-on-3 can do. And this is all from a league. You know what I'm saying? So this
Hmm.
is we run a 4-week league, and this is one of the games from a league.
Right.
And just imagine if you set this up in a practice setting, as a coach, you can kind of and travel. You can kind of work on certain things and what you want to focus on. But there are a lot of teachable moments here. Like if these guys were all on my team, I would be showing them this clip versus and then we go into our 5-on-5 film session. So I do kind of
Yeah.
two. So I do like a practice clip. Um, this is the kid's obviously a shooter.
Yeah.
There's some communication there, creating some space. He said, "I got this." I haven't watched this in a while.
Hey,
There's a
that's the
lot of
first time they
jacking up.
communicated all game.
Exactly, exactly. So, just a quick example. I know you got to go, coach, but yeah, I think that's good enough. But that's just a quick example of what 3-on-3 can bring to the table when you Let me stop sharing. How do we stop sharing?
Yep, for whoever whoever is
Just a
watching
quick
it, especially
idea
on the
of,
YouTube.
huh?
Nah, I was just gonna say, whoever is watching, especially the ones that's watching on YouTube, you can definitely tell how 3-on-3 helps with learning spacing. If you watch the
Exactly.
5-on-5 clip, that was, like I said, our team, I like the spacing. There were moments where the spacing was a little bit garbage, but the opposite team, as you saw, Kev, that every possession that we watched, that the spacing was pretty much
Yeah, and
below par.
and that's all it's about. It's just about creating those habits, and then kids get in the habit of creating space, and they get in the habit of doing other things, of communicating, and how to defend a pick and roll. It's just about repetition and creating habits. So, but that's it. We'll do more of these breakdowns. I think that was fun. We had to do this quick one. I know Coach has
That
to
was
go and coach
fun.
a game. I don't want him to feel a type of way watching the film. We don't want to. I want him to enter the game frustrated. So I'm gonna let him get his mind right, and then we're gonna do more film breakdown in the future because that was fun. So, Coach,
That
anything
was
else
good.
you want to add to that?
That was a good one, but like we've been saying over the lifespan of this show, as you can tell, 3-on-3 is very, very, very useful, and it translates to the 5-on-5 game. Just the basics of uh that's one for the blooper reel right
Oh
there.
no, I want to put it. I'm gonna just put on your. It'll be on your face.
But yeah, 3-on-3 is definitely a useful tool to teach kids, what to do in 5-on-5, and you guys that's watching out there, you can kind of get a sense of that. With the 3-on-3, those kids had a lot of space. The flow was good. There were a lot of shots that went up. And on that 5-on-5 clip, some of those possessions were a little clunky, and it was because of the spacing. So,
And I wonder, I'm gonna
um,
go back and look at it. I wonder the clip that we looked at when I edit this, like how many times did certain kids touch the ball? That's gonna be an
yeah,
interesting thing to look at also. Like there might have
yep,
been a kid that never touched the ball during the minutes that we watched. So
yep,
I think that's a good
true
thing to
that,
look at too. So
true that, true
all right,
that.
coach, I'm gonna let you go. Go get ready for your game. Get us a win,
Yeah,
get us a
man.
W.
For
And
sure, for sure, and we'll rejoin this another time.
all right.
All right,
Hey. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's just a quick look at the difference between 5-on-5 and 3-on-3 on film. You could really see the side by side comparison. In 5-on-5, players can sometimes hide or get lost in the system. But in 3-on-3, every kid is forced to touch the ball, make decisions, and learn from those moments. And it's interesting to look at all this side by side like this because you could really see the contrast. I know kids in the second film were older and more advanced in skill, but remember, all but two of those kids played organized basketball at the time. And also, that was a league setting where there were no coaches and just them playing basketball, right? Which is great because it's great when you're talking about kids just playing for fun. So they're playing for fun while actually developing without even knowing it. So, but imagine if they had a coach there to break down this film with them and show them what they're doing right and show them some things that they can improve on. Imagine being intentional about incorporating 3-on-3 and a 3-on-3 session into your practice. You could film it. Well, first of all, I think it's a good practice to not only film your games, but also film your practices if you have the resources to do that. But imagine the teaching moments that you can have for more players at once. Like I said in the breakdown, it's interesting to look at the amount of times each player got to touch the ball on each team. Especially in a 5-on-5 game, and then compare that with the 3-on-3 game. This is why the film matters. The game tape doesn't lie. The film shows us what's really happening, not just what we think is happening. We also saw the hidden challenge in 5-on-5, and that's even with good coaching, kids can get lost in 5-on-5. Sometimes the system hides whether they're learning the game. We might be masterful coaches at drawing up plays and getting kids to execute, but do you make sure the kids understand why that play was successful? Do they think it was successful because the coach is smart, or they have to know what it was that made that play, that moment successful. And I believe 3-on-3 really helps with this because, as we say over and over again on this show, in 3-on-3, you cannot hide. You will stick out like a sore thumb and if you get lost in 3-on-3. But that's part of what 3-on-3 reveals. When you shrink the game, everything is exposed. You know, your decisions, your spacing, your effort. That's why habits built in 3-on-3 carry over so powerfully in 5-on-5. And why does this matter for development? Because at the end of the day, if kids aren't touching the ball, making decisions, and learning from those mistakes, they're not growing. As simple as that, right? And 3-on-3, fixes that, and I believe it fixes that better than any other format. So, and this is why we believe so strongly in this format. We don't see it as just a side game. We see it as an opportunity for players to grow, for players to grow their confidence, grow their basketball IQ, and this is where players fall in love with the game because they're actually involved, right? So, uh, the space the space and the opportunities that you get to succeed are just more prevalent in 3-on-3 basketball. So, we'll keep doing more of these breakdowns, and next time we'll even get deeper. We'll even dive a little bit deeper into these habits and that translate back to 5-on-5 because we really enjoy doing that. It was a lot of fun, so I definitely look forward to doing it again. So that's it. If you're a coach, a player, a parent watching, I hope this gave you something to think about when it comes to player development. Um, and if you believe what we're doing here, join the nation at 3on3hoopsnation.com and be a part of the movement with us. So sign up for the newsletter. We got the 7 proven drills to incorporate into your 3-on-3 practice. So yeah, go ahead and head over to the website at 3on3hoopsnation.com. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you when you see you.